Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza, and tonight I am joined by my awesome crew of Trigger Trade Parker and Alex Cruz. How are we doing tonight, fellas?
Living the dream, bro.
Living the dream.
And I wore something special for this occasion for you, Jose.
Oh, my. Oh, he finally brought it out. He said it for like a month and did not bring it out.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I kept forgetting about it. And then I saw today and I was like, I'm gonna wear it for Jose.
Hey, tell the people what that is because I'm pretty sure they don't know what we're talking about.
So it is a gentleman made this custom shirt. It's Vince retirement shirt. Obviously one of his infamous dunks when he goes through the legs, and they made it with the old school Raptor instead of Vince.
Nice.
It's a pretty cool little tribute to Vince. So I had to buy it. I'm a big Vince Carter fan.
Yes, sir. And he is entering the Hall of Fame. Real quick, Alex, tell me what's one of your favorite things about Vince Carter's career, man? Alex, you talking? You muted?
Yeah, I think this is his iconic dunks that he's had over like his whole career. Obviously, whenever you think about the Raptors, the first thing that always comes up is Vince Carter.
Yep, 100%. I was gonna say dunks and longevity, man.
Yeah,
To be able to play as long as he did for pretty high, at a high level, like that's pretty.
and still be able to throw it down too. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
But of course, everything that, for me, the biggest thing I always remember is that one in the USA when he stole that pass and jumped over your old boy. God, that still is one of my favorite dunks of all time.
Back when he had hair.
Touche.
That's how old it's been, Trey. That's how long it's been. It's already 2024. And that was like what, 2000? So that was.
I think so, yeah.
So that was a long time ago. Hey, here we go. We got our boy James. Sleepy James is here. How you doing, brother?
Chilling, tired, bro.
Welcome
I'm tired, boss. That's how I read you saying it too. That should really laugh. I'm tired, boss.
That's all of us right now in Texas. This weather, crazy customers. I can assume for some of y'all. So, but enough about that. This is our moment to relax. This is our moment to just talk some sports and just chill with our boys. We had a week off last week, so I would think we're a little rejuvenated today. No, I mean no, maybe okay, maybe not. Just chill. But anyways, let's talk some sports. So Dan Hurley, a surprise name came up last week from Woj. Surprised us with Dan Hurley wanting to be or was in talks with the Lakers about possibly becoming the Lakers' new head coach. Now, yesterday he turned it down. It was a 6 year, $70 million dollar offer. Some of us probably liked it. Some of us disliked it. I'm gonna go with you, Alex. I'm gonna start with you since you're one of the people that didn't like it. What were your thoughts when you first heard the word about Dan Hurley possibly becoming the Lakers head coach, and why were you so against it?
Because he already pretty much made a name for himself in the college level. He's already at that level to I'm not saying like almost there to be like achieving greatness by going to three-peat. And he has a pretty good resume up until he you know what I mean, like going to UConn and even from his lower levels. So one thing that a lot of his former players say he's a hard-nosed coach, and don't get me wrong, the Lakers need that, but I don't think the Lakers would have been a good fit just because the history of what some of the players have there with their coaches. So, and then plus he's going to go to the Lakers, which is like having great coaches in the past. He's going to be compared to Phil Jackson, compared to what's his name? What's that guy's name? I forgot his name.
Pat Riley.
Pat Riley.
Okay.
So like some of those great coaches. Ham. But,
I mean, you could have said Frank Vogel. I mean, the championship coach there, So.
No, but yeah, man, I was totally against him going there. I seen that you put the numbers up there, and that should already tell you like where his mind was right away. And I think he had a great voices by his ear by not taking that job. So I like it.
Trey, obviously, right now, for those who don't know, he signed a deal last year about 6 years, 7 years for $32 million. Lakers were offering him a 6 year, $70 million. So basically, double the pay than what he's getting right now. UConn. What are your thoughts, man? What did you think? I've been against the fact that JJ Redick might be the guy. I think Dan Hurley was a better option. What did you think?
I'm trying to think of how to word this. I was kind of caught back because I thought he was going to take it, but I understand maybe why not. Like, there's a lot more pressure. He's already got a good thing going in UConn, like Alex was kind of saying. They're pushing for a three-peat. Like, he's got everything set up. It's his team. It's his way. If you come into the pros, obviously you have somebody like LeBron that's going to, demand a lot of attention, but also on top of that, you have to deal with all the other guys around him. So I respect his decision. I thought he was actually going to go. But again, I get both sides, right? I get the want to go to coach in the NBA. That's what everybody shoots for. But I also understand not leaving what you have, your comfort zone. So I'm not too opposed by it.
Yeah. James, I know you're a big fan of LeBron James, but there's also no guarantee LeBron James will be a Laker next year, right? I mean, obviously he has his player option. He can always get more money, whatever he wants to do. But, what did you think, man? Would this have been a better option than JJ Redick, or do you like JJ Redick more?
I would honestly, you have to say it's a better option than JJ Redick, seeing the fact that he's had the success that he's had. And I'm not opposed to either or. I think they're both good hires. But what you like, just to allude to Trey and Alex kind of piggybacking, you don't want to ruin a good thing. You know what I'm saying? You got two natties. You're pushing for three. You're pushing like the NBA is going to continue to call. The more success he has on a college level, the more they're going to tug him, the more they're going to pull on him, the more they're going to offer him more money. So that's always going to be there. Like, my thing that I hate is guys jump to the pros so quickly. And the pros, man, you either strike fire or they get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, your money's guaranteed. You get that paid off. But, like, if you don't have the success, it's a quick fire. You know what I'm saying? And I see why a lot of people pushed or tried to push him and tell him no, or the people that he had was in his corner was kind of telling him no, because the Lakers are disgusting, bro. Like, you don't know what the front office is doing as far as adding players. You know, you got to deal with LeBron in the media spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like the Lakers are not a well-oiled machine. They're not put together. Like, they're a work in progress. And it's going to take somebody that's hard-nosed, that don't give a damn about LeBron and AD to come in there and really coach those guys. And I don't think there's a coach out there for them right now, outside of probably a Pat Riley, a damn Greg Popovich, or shit. That's about it, because ain't no more of those 90 coaches around. Like, all these coaches there are new. They're analytical. They're for the system. Like, they're trying to grow their own rep, or they're trying to build their own brand. It's very few coaches that I think that can coach the Lakers right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a shitty look, but I think he won on kind of just staying put and staying true to where he's at. And like, the NBA is going to keep calling, so he'll be all right. If they pull JJ Redick, they pull JJ Redick. But whoever takes this job is going to be they're in for a hell of a ride, because it's a shit show right now.
A lot of scrutiny, probably a short-term, coaching gig as well. So
that's why I didn't like it. Jose, I know you really liked it, but if you were in his shoes, would you take that job, knowing that you've already had a good you have something good right now in UConn? Say that's you, right?
Yeah.
And it's a little less money, but you are building a legacy for yourself, and you could ruin it by going to LA and fucking it all up in a year and a half.
And that's what I was just
so I was gonna say, Alex, to answer that question real quick before you continue. I was gonna say I would have, because one, it's double in pay. Two, everyone already knows if this case I'm his situation, right? If I'm in Hurley's situation, everyone knows my collegiate coaching career. If I fail in the NBA, you'll bring me back with open arms, and you'll offer me more money than what I got with the Lakers. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna
Plus,
bet on. I'm gonna bet on myself.
Plus, the money you get from the NBA is guaranteed. So whatever you lost in college, and
it's double than what you're getting paid right now.
You're gonna gain it back.
I get that. I get that, but I think it's also a big embarrassment part, like Alex.
Oh yeah, true it is. But
think about it, bro.
Again, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say he's won 2 natties. He's pushing for a third now, right? Obviously, but let's say hypothetically he goes to the NBA. They cut him in the middle of the next, not this coming season, but the next season after that.
Yeah.
Then what? You know, and yes, he could go back to college. They might take him with him now. Sure, of course, that's always a possibility. But how embarrassing would that be? Like you literally gave up your shot.
Yeah.
You go to the NBA and then you're losing in a year and a half, 2 years.
But I think that's what I don't want to focus on, Trey. What if I'm in that situation? I'm not gonna go worry about fear.
No,
or what about other people are gonna say, right? I'm betting on myself.
Yeah. Like you also have to be realistic. You know what I mean? It can happen.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
How many head coaches have they had in the past, 10 years?
Yeah, they had quite a few.
But
this is my thing. I side with Jose for the simple fact that, like, in the instance, like, I'm happy that he went back. Like, I'm not. It could have went either way. Like, and it's good for him that he went back because he don't got to worry about it no more. But me getting into coaching and my aspirations, that's what you play up to, man. Like, you want to go to that level. You want to coach on that level. You want to get back to where you were. So it's kind of like, for me, like Jose said, I'm striking the iron while it's hot. I'm trying to get out there and build. And, like, dude, who often will get to coach a player of that caliber? Like, your first season, you get to coach LeBron and Anthony Davis. Not to mention you have 2 first-round picks. So, like, the situation ain't the prettiest, but you also got upside to build into what you're going into.
Yeah, but I'm glad you brought those 2 picks up, James. But do you think he's gonna have the authority with those 2 picks, knowing how that front office?
Now, when you talk about authority, that's a whole different conversation.
Exactly.
Because now you got to tie into what the contracts entail.
Yeah.
Some coaches go in, they have that GM role that they can go into. Where, like, I get to make this. I get to make these adjustments. I get to make these calls, or like.
James, real quick, I did want to mention that because Alex brought up that good point, and you're getting onto it. It's a great point because the reason why they weren't able to sign Ty Lue was 2 things, or 3 things actually. They lowballed him. They only offered him a 3-year, $18 million gig, so basically $6 million a year.
Yeah.
They wanted to control his coaching staff.
Yep.
And they weren't really going to let him into, like, basically the draft room and stuff like that to have control. It's all Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka came in 2019-2020 season, right? After Magic Johnson abruptly quit. And so then they brought in Rob Pelinka. And while Rob Pelinka did bring up a great roster together for the 2020 roster, you can say, you can't say the same shit since then, right? Yeah. You know, there have been trade deadlines where they're like, oh my God, it's so great. They made this amazing. But, you know, what I was going to say was, you know, at the same time too, like, your value, your worth.
Yeah.
You know, Hurley might have felt like he was being lowballed, right? Maybe you're not going to give me that same power that you're going to, like, the same way you were going to give Ty Lue power.
Yeah.
And then we have David here on the comments. He said, nobody wants the Lakers gig for $11 million a year. And while that might be true, that's also the 4th highest paid coaching contract right now if he had signed. Yeah. But it would be behind Monty Williams. And Monty Williams is catching a lot of flack right now for not being that good of a head coach that we all thought he really was. Either that or it's just really Detroit. I don't know, but I mean, but what do y'all think? Like, money involved, power, like
no, but I mean that's what in this day and age, bro. Like, you need the power. Like, if you're gonna bring me in, at least allow me to have some sort of input. Don't tell me you're gonna build my staff, you're gonna build my coaching, and then when it hits the fan, you're gonna just give my ass the boot. Like, oh, bro, like, allow me to come in and allow me to build my core. Like, if you're not gonna allow me to do that, I don't want to coach. Because I mean, one, whether or not I got my own or I don't have my own, if you don't like what's going on, you're gonna give me the boot. Like, that's sickening. I'm not gonna take that. Especially when you're Rob Pelinka and you have no success in being a GM. He hasn't done nothing great for the Lakers. Like, bro, like, they've been on a struggle bus for the last couple of years. So it's just like, dog, like, no, I don't mind, like, No, Ty Lue would have been absolutely amazing for them, bro. He would have been perfect for them, but that's what happens when you lowball, bro. You don't continue to struggle. They have their hands tied in too much stuff. They don't allow their players to be comfortable. Like it's the same shit show that's going on in Dallas and a few other places.
And it's like that because I do think that they're trying to please LeBron, but I think they're going a little bit too overboard because they don't want to give the coaching staff the power because they know
there'll be too much power to one side.
Yeah, too much power for one side, and then the GM will be afraid that LeBron doesn't like the coaching decisions and he might want to leave. That could be another thing, you know.
But that, I mean, bro, at this point of LeBron's career, it's solely about winning. Like it has nothing else to do with it. It's all about winning. So if you allow, like, bro, certain players in organizations sit at the table with the GMs and those they're on that board, bro. We're like, hey, this is what we're looking at doing. This is what we have interest in. Like, you bring them in to get intel, bro. Like, and you allow that to go, but you don't allow nobody to dictate what goes on. I don't give a damn if it's LeBron James or Michael Jordan. You just don't, bro.
So let me ask you this. JJ Redick is obviously supposedly the favorite now, right? They apparently tried Ty Lue before he re-signed again with the Clippers this offseason. They went with a Hail Mary on Dan Hurley. If I'm JJ Redick, I'm now the third option, and I'm basically your sloppy thirds. How are we feeling about that?
I mean, if JJ Redick wants to coach, which I know he has admirations to, then, I mean, yeah, you can look into it, but you also look into the fact of what we just talked about. Like, what are you going to be able to control? And am I just going to be the scapegoat for the whole circus that's going to be going on? That's the first thing that's going to happen. As soon as he takes the gig, it's going to blow up across the board. It's going to blow up all the media. And then he's going to be in the national spotlight, catching fire, as soon as they lose a couple of games.
My question is, why does NBA like that, where they give former players right off the bat the head coaching gig? The NFL, I know they're like, those guys are they're not the like right away the head coaches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They are. There's some of them actually go up the ranks to become the head coach. We all knew Jeff Saturday wasn't going to be the head coach after that 1 year.
No, but I think the NFL you have more coaching positions.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So when you retire, you don't just roll into a head coach. You roll into like a practice squad. Then you go to a position, like a special position, and then you deal with a certain amount of people, and then you just kind of move up the ranks slowly but surely. And I don't think, like, the NBA is kind of like some guys head straight to the media, then some guys head like to the bench to go coaching. Like, shit, I never thought I'd see James Jones or whatever his name was.
Oh yeah, the VP for the Suns.
Like, I was like, what? He was a role player his whole career. Now you got this man running the organization.
Bench, seat warmer, whatever you want to call it. You know.
I mean, he was a great shooter, you know, but nothing special. But like, I mean, it's just easier. But I mean, I just feel like, man, JJ Redick is a great mind. I agree with y'all that it's kind of soon, but I mean, he's had a couple of assistant coach jobs, man. You never know how it works out. I just hate that in the NBA, certain GMs are really, really good, and then some are just piss poor.
You said Jason Kidd had a few assistant roles? Yeah, one, but that's all I was like going. That's why, again, going back to it, Jason Kidd failed because he was given the old Nets with Paul Pierce and KG. He was going to fail with a baby Giannis who was still freaking trying to gain some muscle, and so he failed. And so he needed to learn with the Lakers. Look at it this way: Derek Fisher failed. How did that go? Right? I mean, it didn't go well. I love Avery Johnson. It didn't go that well. Steve Nash. It didn't go well. So I just don't want JJ Redick to get thrust into something that he's not fully prepared for. That's why I love that they learn through assistant coaching. Take a year, take two. You learn so much from your head coaches up there that it'll make it a lot easier for not to look like you're failing. Because look, Jason Kidd's been the head coach for the Mavs for 3 years now. That's 2.
But Jason Kidd, even though his record wasn't good in Milwaukee, he pretty much opened the door for Giannis to be like a point forward and run the offense to him. I don't know if you guys ever read his book, the Giannis book, but a lot of his he gives a lot of gratitude to Jason because Jason pushed him in a lot of practices and he was kind of upset that Jason Kidd left, but
if they fired him mid-season, but I mean that's one of the things too.
No, but that's what I mean by like, dude, intelligent minds transfer to the floor. Like, I don't care how bad JJ Redick is, people need his IQ. I don't care how you slice it. This man knows sports front, back, side to side. Like, he's a basketball junkie. Somebody needs that. Somebody needs Rajon Rondo. Somebody's going to need Chris Paul.
And I agree, James, but it's probably not the Lakers and not with LeBron and AD right now. Because guess what? The Lakers need to go for a coach that's going to thrive Anthony Davis. Don't focus on LeBron James. LeBron James is in his last 2 years of his career.
For sure.
Anthony Davis is here right now, signed for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
So let's go through him. Like, that's why I think
you have to play through him. The sad thing about it is he has to show up, period. He has to want to show up. I agree. You can run stuff through him all day long. But if this guy doesn't want it as much as you want him to want it, then there's nothing you can do about it. Like, that's the sad part about it. LeBron Ben gave him the reins. The same thing he did with Kyrie. This is Kyrie's team.
But it's not about Bron giving the reins away. It's about the coaching. If the coaching doesn't believe that, then there's no way the player's going to believe that.
Man, you got to go out there and ball. Ain't nothing else to be said. You Anthony Davis, you got to go take that shit. Like, that's the sad part about it. I think Anthony Davis ain't played to the level of New Orleans since he left New Orleans. I don't even think in New Orleans he was as great as he can really be. I think the year that he had Rondo and Boogie Cousins, I think that was and it was a short-lived time. Yeah, that was the best AD. That was the best. Seen. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's the best. Like, that's the highest you've seen him play, and I don't think he's played to that level since.
But that's what I'm saying too. Like, and that's what Alex is getting. He gets so frustrated with the LeBronisms are out here. Is that the coaches are focused on LeBron. The GM is focused on LeBron. No, they're not putting everything through Anthony Davis in this case. And Anthony Davis, we know that if he doesn't have that full weight support of everyone, not just one person, like LeBron is trying to do for him, but of everybody, then AD kind of crumbles down, right? He's great for 3 quarters and disappears for the last one.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It crazy, though. But it can't be everybody else's fault, bro. You got a ball. Like, your life has nothing else. You have nothing else to do in your life but hoop. Like, just go hoop, bro. How hard is it? You claim you're one of the best defenders in the league. You're one of the best big men in the league. Just go and prove it, bro. Like,
but James, it's the same thing we say about everybody. And there's a lot of players like that. Why don't you just go out there and ball and hoop? That's literally the shit we were talking about Kyrie a few years ago. That's why we've been getting after Cat with all the potential. That's what saying, but that's everybody. These motherfuckers, these millionaires need to be coddled. That's the truth. I've never seen so many millionaires need to be babied. They have to be going fucking rock the baby,
generation, bro. It's a new generation. But I'm just saying, Anthony Davis just has to hoop, bro. Like,
he does. I'm not disagreeing, but he wants to be coddled. Alex, I know you had something to say right now before we cut you off.
No, I think it was crazy because people say that Anthony Davis plays for 3 quarters, and I think the last time we saw Anthony Davis, he went off right like for the first 3 quarters, and then the 4th quarter I brought it up. I was like, bro, they're not running actions for him or nothing. He's just literally pick and pop right now.
Isn't that my point? Isn't that what I'm saying too? Like, the coaches are not going through him.
But that's what I mean. And like of course you want LeBron to get all your touches. At the beginning of the game, it was AD's like he was touching the ball like every fucking play. The 4th quarter, LeBron was they moved the offense to where LeBron was in the actions now, and he was the pick, or he was AD was setting the pick for him, and he was throwing actions off of it, and I didn't like that. I was like, damn. And AD was the scapegoat for that.
Well, him and what was it? It was D'Lo fucking stopped shooting too after the 3rd as well. But no, I was gonna tell you, Alex, I was gonna ask you, Alex, is this roster not more constructed for LeBron or is it more constructed for AD? This roster with Rui Hachimura, Reeves, D'Lo.
It's more for LeBron. I think it is because you got D'Lo to pop it out to so he can make the threes, right? And then you got what's his name? Just said his name.
Reeves.
Austin. I mean Reeves and
Rui
the other
Hachimura.
one. Yeah. He's mostly like the primary defender when it comes to defending the best option on the other side. So,
I mean, Anthony Davis has been begging. Like he's been telling everyone since his Pelican days, "Hey, I'd rather play the 4. Get me a center." So you know, and that worked, right? We saw Dwight, we saw JaVale McGee, and because
with Cousins,
yes. So when he has those bigs with him, like he thrives in his best role. I'm telling you, James, these millionaires, just motherfuckers want to be coddled. That's really it. So it's just not ball and do that shit. They want to be coddled. So,
no, I completely understand, and I know certain players work well in certain systems. It's been proven, it's been shown, it's been seen. You can't deny it. Like I really just want him to hoop, bro. And I hate the stigma for both parties, bro. Like, because for a lot of times people they play crazy before they play with LeBron, and then they get with LeBron and they shrink. And it's like the spotlight, the media, the attention, it becomes too much. And then you see when they leave, they begin to either thrive again or they settle into a role. And then it's just like, dude, it just sucks. So, I don't know what it's going to take. So maybe LeBron leaves, maybe he doesn't, but I don't think he's going nowhere. I think he's just going to get a bigger extension and then.
Well, we'll find out in about the 30th is when the free agency starts. I do think it's up to y'all if you're up for it and stuff like that. The NBA drafts in 2 weeks on a Wednesday. If y'all want to go live then instead of on a Tuesday, just let me know. Otherwise, we could just do the Tuesday episode as well. But let's move on from it. We spent 27 minutes talking about the Lakers, Bron, and them. They're not even in the fucking playoffs anymore. They've been. This is all.
We sound like the normal media.
Yeah.
Hey, well, I wanted to start with Dan Hurley, and we transitioned to a debate. So it was good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against the debate here. But all right, next topic. I told y'all about Caitlin Clark. Now, there's been a lot of controversy or whatever. It's basically when she's gotten in the league, right? Or basically since everyone found out about her 2 years ago. So now she's not invited to be part of the USA Women's Olympic team. There's a lot of people saying, well, why not? Is she not one of the 12 best players out there? I mean, why are we putting 2 injured people like Brittany Griner and Chelsea Gray in there on the roster when we have a perfectly healthy 22, 23-year-old, whatever she is. Why aren't we doing that? James, I feel your pain, you're grunting. Talk to me, brother. What are you feeling right now?
I'm just upset, bro. Like I'm mad for her because I don't feel like nobody's sticking up for her. Like I don't think like outside of the media being like, quote unquote just saying stuff, like I feel like nobody is like I don't feel like the right people are sticking up for her. Like I don't feel like the team, the organization, her teammates themselves, like nobody is. But she's handling it like with grace, bro. So that's why I give her so much respect. Like she's not like barking back. She's not saying anything crazy. She's taking this shit head on. And I can't wait for like 2 to 3 years. She gets in a solid role. She gets her weight up a little bit, and she started putting belt to ass on everybody because. Like, people are just straight up disrespecting her, bro. Like, they don't give her no respect. So it's like, just her time is coming. And I agree. But as far as being left off the roster, I understand she probably should for, like, everything off the court is why she should be on the roster. It's going to bring coverage. It's going to bring media attention. All that is great for the game. I agree. But if they feel like she's not ready, bro, she's not ready. I mean, the same thing just happened in the NBA. Like, they took some players on this USA team that was just like, when you could have took a Kyrie or Tyrese Halliburton and stuff like that. It's a few players that are on the USA roster that shouldn't be on there. That's up for debate. But whoever...
I think Tyrese is on the team, but...
Tyrese is on the team?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
Oh
I think
yeah,
that
he is on the team. Like I forgot who else. Somebody else got left off. It was I think it was like Booker or somebody else. They were like, no, Booker's on the roster too.
let me
They
go.
were
I'll check for you. Go
Whoever
for
snubbed they were. But like it's just in a sense, like I understand it, man. Whoever's in charge of their roster, coordinating their team, putting it together, if they felt that way, they felt that way. But I felt like she could have brought a lot to the team, and I feel like the team could have brought a lot to her to help her transition into that superstardom role. Like as far as just like the passing of the baton, you know what I'm saying? Like you get out there with a Diana Taurasi, you get out there with these other girls that have been in the league, and just settle all that bullshit beef, man. Like because I feel like it's almost coming off as hating, but it's kind of like in the regards of like the senior on the team doesn't want to lose their spot to a freshman, so they kind of like I'm not gonna go out there and like give her this and give her that. She got to earn this shit the way I did. But like, bro,
the part that makes me laugh too is she did handle it pretty gracefully, in my opinion, and then people shit on her for that too. I was like,
still,
what?
like, bro, like
how do you put on somebody's response that said, "Oh, you know, when my time comes, my time comes."
Like, and shit. Like, no, bro, she's
that's not what I'm saying, bro. She literally
do
handled that gracefully. Like, when it's my time, it's my time. Blah blah blah. Oh man, blah, blah. I'm like, what?
No.
Like Taurasi, I like that you brought her up because I'm not comparing her to LeBron, right? But she does have like she does have the face of the NBA like LeBron,
oh, yeah.
the WNBA. So imagine if LeBron. I don't know if you guys seen it, but LeBron, whenever he saw Wemby, like he had a couple of plays, he would tweet about it, right? Or put it on X, like, man, this young cat's gonna be something special. I don't know. It was
dapped him up and everything too when he saw him.
Yeah, but just imagine like that Diana is she's doing the Taurasi, she's doing the total opposite what LeBron's doing, right? Yeah. And I think they're quote unquote kind of similar to what kind of attention they bring to their leagues. But I think Taurasi's just straight hating, bro. Like she really is. Like you said, I understand that she needs to earn her stripes.
But I think everybody, dude, it's not even just her.
When she got drafted was like she's not playing with little girls no more. It's grown ass women out here that's playing for their livelihood, so it's a whole different game. Like, please chill the fuck out.
But look at what Angel Reese said too. She said Caitlin Clark's not the only one. I'm here too. People come to games because of me, blah blah blah. And I'm like,
dude, it's the shade is ridiculous. Like, bro,
it's crazy, bro.
Yes, like, and I love Angel Reese because she's actually balling. Like, she seamlessly fit in and she's doing her thing. I love it. But, bro, please wait till this girl get acclimated. Like, it's over for all of y'all. Like, it really is, bro. Like, and it just, I love it for the sport, but then I hate it too because it's just like, dog, y'all wanted to be on this level. Y'all wanted this attention. Y'all wanted this stardom. Y'all wanted the eyes. Y'all wanted the views. Now it's here because of someone, and y'all don't like it because y'all are not the it factors.
Well, and then too, did you see like so obviously they've got more media attention from everybody, so on and so forth.
Yeah,
and then an interviewer goes to go in, like talk to one of the girls. I think it was from the Sky, and they're like, "Get out of my face!" Blah blah blah. And it's like, what? Like this is part of the deal, bro. Like you're in the WNBA, like you're.
And they're not used, some are used to it, and then some are used to it because some before Caitlin Clark saw they had a few followers, they had a few followings, they had a few likes, they had a few people that they they did their thing and they talk and stuff like that. A lot of those girls ain't used to being on the team. That's why even like the girl that shoved Caitlin Clark was like, I don't want no Caitlin Clark questions. But bitch, we don't want to talk to you. You average 10 points. Like, what do you want us to do? Like, you didn't play that great. Like,
so
we're only talking to you because you shoved her. Like, we're not talking to you for nothing else. It's just a shove. Like, that's what I don't understand, bro. And I mean, forgive me for calling her out her name, but dude, it's just frustrating, bro. Like, it's just like.
So to clarify, I think it's Eddie Carter, right? That's her first name. Yeah. I'll make sure I'm not, butchering the fuck out of it. But anyways, Carter, she, I don't hate shove too much because it is coming from the fact that
she was talking shit.
Caitlin was talking shit. She was elbowing her to and not play before and shit like that. So and Carter just made the shot. So emotions are riding high, and we know it. Women can be a little more vindictive than men. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, yeah.
And the WNBA, if you haven't been watching for whatever reason, they're a lot more physical technically than the men are right now. Now, obviously, the men back then in the 80s and 90s, they would fucking go down and be a lot more physical. Obviously, the rules have changed for it to stop being like that. But the women today are now still in that position where they're still having to get real physical with one another, and they get into each other's faces and they really cut each other out.
They be talking good shit.
I love for the entertainment. Don't get me wrong. And I get Caitlin's doing her thing. It's her rookie year. We're not going to freaking crucify her because not on a winning team. They were the worst team in the last couple of years. Like, it's understandable that they're not going to have the record that people expect, right? But to clarify what's going on with Carter. So the reason she isn't on the team is because they've had practices and tryouts in April since 2022. So that's basically 3 years. And most of these players have been around for those practices and tryouts and to get acclimated with one another to play with each other.
Oh, yeah.
And in April since 2023, Caitlin Clark's been busy in national championship games for the March Madness tournament. Yeah. So she never had the chance to get invited to participate in those tournaments, which is why she was really left off the Olympic roster. Now, there are some reports that saying, well, the fans, we didn't invite her or we didn't include her because the fans were going to get upset because we probably wouldn't play her much. Yeah. I don't know about that. I feel like that's kind of a cop-out.
That's whatever.
Yeah. But I mean, Caitlin Clark's young. She has plenty of time, to participate in like 3-4 Olympics. Like, I think she.
My thing is this: even if you don't play her, you don't start her, the experience and the notoriety that the team is going to get and then that she gets, you benefit from, because this is going to be your player moving forward anyway. Like, a lot of these people transition. Diana Taurasi, you don't know how long you got. Brittany Griner, you don't know how long she has, like, with the injuries and all that she's been taking over the years. So, I mean, like, it's a few places and players on the team that you just kind of want to look out for, and you might want to hedge in. Like, I felt like Angel Reese kind of should have been on that roster because this is going to be the face of your league coming for years to come. Even though the Cordoza chick, like, I felt like she should have probably got on the roster too, but she's been in the finals too. So it's like all three of those players that are kind of transitioning, that are big names, I can understand that. So I mean, that makes a lot of sense. It's just weird because it's different from the men's.
For me, and that's what I was just about to say. For me, if you look at the men's, a lot of the old heads kind of stepped out and let the new guys take a run at the Olympics. Yeah. Right? Why are they not doing the same thing in this movement, right? Because guess what? If you put those three, and I agree, I think all three of them probably should be at least considered because they are balling right now. Reese is going off. Cordoza is doing damn good. Caitlin's doing her thing, even though it's kind of a shitty situation. But for me, it's like, why not throw them in there? So now you have more eyes on the women's Olympics again compared to women's WNBA in general, right? So, like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of a weird mixture.
Like right now, Caitlin Clark games are, I think, averaging more viewers in the NBA final games.
Dude, it's stupid. Yeah, it's stupid.
So I mean,
why would you not?
That's the one thing too. I would say, like, if I would have her on the team for any reason, it's just so I can have viewership, because the Olympics varies, right? I don't know how much really people in the U.S. view the Olympics as much as people internationally. Yeah, you know what I mean? We're so busy with like other sports that we like. Mentally, people don't think it. We think, the basketball, football, and NFL, the NBA, they're the biggest sports in the world. No, they're the biggest sports nationally. In the world, it's soccer, it's cricket, it's volleyball, it's these other things out there.
Baseball.
Volleyball is crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, I think cricket's the second one in the world, and I'm like, I didn't know that. It's cricket too.
It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we see one thing, and we need more viewership for the women. Caitlin Clark's bringing in the viewership. She's bringing you the numbers, charter planes, whatever, stuff like that. Like that. Yeah. Like, what will get y'all even? Because guess what? I've been below the,
And the NBA has been actually helping them out, right?
They've been bailing them out. Yes, players have been too.
It's more so for the men are actually showing up. They're actually being supportive. So I think that helps a lot too.
Alonzo Ball was going to pay Angel Reese's fine until they rescinded it.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, give some love to WNBA. I'm an Aces fan because that used to be a San Antonio Stars. I don't know about everyone else, but go watch WNBA. Enjoy some good
Sky.
basketball.
Plus,
There
the
you go.
I watched
Aces are
Sky.
cold as fuck.
That's right. Kelsey Plum, the best player in the world. Agent Wilson's on the team. So look at that's a three-peat I'm looking forward to. I'm just saying. So we'll see how that goes for them. So let's move on to the NBA Finals. Right now it's 2-0. Last week we were supposed to have predictions. We didn't get a chance to do that. We text each other a few of our predictions. So just to go out there, I have said Dallas in 6. Doesn't look good for me. Trey, what did you have?
Dallas in 7.
James, what did you have?
Shit, I don't remember. I don't even think I picked. I know I had Boston though.
Okay, so you had Boston.
I
Okay,
picked
that's
Boston
fine.
to win, but I don't think I picked the. I don't think
The
I
number?
Picked a number.
No problem. Alex, what about you?
I did have Boston in 6.
Okay, so I mean, it's
I think Jeff had. I think
Dallas.
I was the only. I think I was the only one that did have.
I think you. I don't think James ever responded to us.
Yeah.
But I think you. Yeah, I know you said Boston. I think the rest of us, not Marco. I don't think Marco responded. We all said Dallas. So obviously it's 2-0 series. It has not looked good for the Mavericks at all. Alex, your key player was Drew Holiday. Mine was Kristaps. Those guys are two of the biggest factors for the first 2 games. Trey's was Jaylen Brown, arguably the Finals MVP so far, favorite. Derek White for James. We know that Derek White does his thing fucking awesomely. Swiss Army knife. He's been playing amazing in his own right. I'm going to start with you, Alex. What have you been seeing with the NBA Finals? Like, what's the pros and cons for both teams, in your opinion?
They're putting Luka in more action, so it's making Luka defend a little bit more, and they're trying to hide the lack of defense that Kyrie and Luka have in a lot of their zones. But Boston's been breaking their zones pretty well. Al Horford and Porzingis has been the key factor to breaking the 2-3 zone, and then to me is, and then the other side, Holiday defensively has been all over Kyrie's grill.
Dude,
The
like
first
a
2
damn
games.
shadow, bro.
I know the numbers are not there. I kind of figured. I said his numbers are not going to be there, but it's going to be the stuff that you don't see at the end of the stat sheet on his name.
Yeah.
But you will see it in Kyrie's. His shooting hasn't been good. Yeah, and sometimes they throw Drew on Luka. So yeah, Drew's been having a great first 2 games, but Jaylen Brown is right now the MVP because of course, because you see at the end of the day or the end of the game, the stats.
His numbers are not just on one side; it's both sides of the court, and that's one of the things that people continue to forget about Jaylen Brown is that he's one of the better 2-way players out there. Trey, you talked about Jaylen Brown needing to be consistent throughout the finals to really give the Celtics a chance to win. Obviously, we've seen that he has been, but Tatum has not. Tatum has kind of lackluster under shooting. But everywhere else, he's still doing well. He's pretty good still defensively. His playmaking has been outstanding. But what are your thoughts right now with the dynamic between Brown and Tatum? Is the way they're both playing right now functional enough to continue to win the rest of the series?
100%.
Even with Kristaps Porzingis' injury.
Yeah, 100%. So obviously Brown's consistency, both sides of the court, like we just talked about. He's definitely been holding it down and stopping both of those guys from doing the damage that they can cause. Kyrie's been off in general. That's obviously related to Holiday. I am not opposed to what Tatum is doing right now. He's not going too crazy. He's not balling out too hard. He's playing his role right now. Normally he's the star player, but he knows somebody else is hot right now, and he's been dishing it. I actually am a big fan of what he's been doing this series so far.
And you guys upset that people are calling him out for not.
I think it's stupid. Don't get me wrong. I agree that the shooting percentage should be better in the general sense, like Jeff said earlier. But again, everything else he's done, his rebounds, his assists, his defensive end, you know what I mean? Like he's been doing really well, actually, if you look at it. I'm actually a fan.
But the thing that gets me is, like I said, people people counted them out because they've been here before. They haven't gotten over the hump. Jason Tatum doesn't show up in the big games. He's not consistent in closeout games. Yada, 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 yada. Now they have a cohesiveness and they're playing smart, and it's starting from their defense and it's transferring to the offense.
Yep.
Tatum has not had the hot hand. Brown is doing it on both sides of the floor. Drew Holiday has proven to be a great trade for them and assisting in that. Porzingis was good while he was on the floor, and that's what you expected of him. And now you're coming for this man for not showing up but still being a team player. Like,
yeah.
That's
what I'm saying.
Sense, bro.
I don't understand the hate behind it. I honestly don't.
It's dumb, and that's what you're supposed to do.
Because again,
player, bro, if it's not yours, if it's not your time to shine, hell, let it go. There was plenty of times Duncan was like, "Shit, I don't got it, but I'm gonna still."
I was exactly going to bring that up.
I'm gonna still pass the ball.
But that's exactly my point too. So think about it.
Duncan didn't go off, and they let Manu go off. It was times when Bowen, little bum ass, got hot, and they let him kill it from the corner. Dude, we let Red Rocket get hot. Like, dog, whoever has the hot hand,
exactly.
You don't need to list the whole roster.
But that's what I don't understand too. The hate behind it, because think about it like this too. Let's say hypothetically, Tatum does try, right? He over tries, and now he's missing stupid shots and turning the ball over and this and the other and blah blah blah. Now he's gonna get hated on for that shit. And it's like, dude,
they're crucify him, bro.
Right now, he's playing his role.
They're gonna crucify him. They're gonna nail him to the cross on public television and expect him to say something like crazy and just carry it on and just keep going from there.
Who was Boston's best player whenever they were in the finals against the Warriors?
It was Brown.
Brown?
So
Tatum.
So Tatum going in was the best player, but the one that actually performed like the best player was Brown.
Brown. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Tatum didn't perform well in the NBA Finals in 2022. Yeah. That was the big.
But he also tried too hard too.
Yes,
in my opinion.
And from games 3 to 6, he shot way too much than he needed to.
Yeah, it was a lot of one-on-one basketball.
It was ISO ball. That was the big thing.
That's my thing with their offense. Like, every time they got to this level, like either the Eastern Conference Finals or made it to the finals, it was too forced. It was a lot of just like,
that's why I'm happy with this
stack. They were doing pin downs, they were doing flare outs, and it was just so much of him trying to make a play by himself. Like, let the ball flow, like, get a rhythm, like swing the ball, like allow others to get going as well. That way nobody could do. Kobe Bryant and T-Mac had this one-on-one sit down where they talked about like the playoffs before, and that was one thing Kobe said was like, you cannot have the ball sitting at the top of the key trying to play ISO basketball. In the playoffs, the clock is slower, the defense is already setting up, and you're going 1-on-5. Especially if you're that star player, dude, you're gonna get off in the regular season 100% of the time because no one's playing that hard. Like, you're playing to win, but nobody's trying to key in on you. Playoff time, bro. We're going at all your strengths. We're gonna make you. We're gonna glorify your weaknesses, and we're gonna take away your strengths. And that's what they were used to doing. That's why I was like, bro, that's not gonna win at all. So, like, I mean, I like what they're doing now, man. I like it. It's a team unit, and they're fluid. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. They've been rolling.
So before we go into the more Maverick side of things, I did want to ask Jeff, but obviously he's not here tonight. James, I'm going to ask you. Do you take back your comments from last year when you said that Jaylen Brown did not deserve that $60 million a year contract?
Nigga, I stand on that today. Bro, I love what he's doing. I love he is a powerful black man, a powerful young black man. He's very intelligent. The kid is like outside of this world smart, bro. Like, when you look at his resume, no, for real, look up his resume. The dude is dumb smart. Like, and I know that's like,
I'm not. Okay, first of all, you're dumb because you just say he's dumb smart. What the fuck does that mean?
It's a black term,
dude, he could be like a scientist or something.
Sorry, it's not fair anymore.
No,
Bro,
it's a black man.
look at his collegiate, like, academics, bro. Like, he's crazy smart, bro. Like, I'm so serious. Like, he don't have to play basketball, like, at all.
Okay, so I know that. But why? But he's proving to you why he deserved that $60 million a year.
No, bro. They had the easiest road to get to the finals. No, he is not the best player in the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, the Eastern Conference. Period. He's just not. I'm sorry. He's a great two-way player. He's probably a top 10 player. Like, no, he's not the best player in the league. He's not the face of the NBA.
It's not about being a face. It's not being about the best. It's about being part of the team. If he felt he was worth the money, still be on the team. You and Jeff both said, cut him, let him lose, go somewhere else, let him go ball out elsewhere, and hope.
Yes, because then you would see what he's really made of. A lot of people are great playing next to other great players.
But James, you also don't have the chance always to groom guys from the draft to become top 2 guys. Like these guys, Tatum and Brown are great together. I don't think
that's what I'm saying.
I love them together. Hold on, James. Hold on. But you guys wanted to break them apart because he was too expensive. I said that's going to hurt them too much collectively as a team moving forward. And look at them right now. Jaylen Brown, to a whole year, even though he wasn't an all-NBA guy or anything like that this year like he was the year before, he still balled out to be in this position. And right now he's one of the favorites to become Finals MVP. And that's big it's not Andre Iguodala, fucking winning Finals MVP. It's Jaylen fucking Brown. Like, that's huge. And now you got people that are going to start wondering, should Jason Tatum be the one traded? Should he go and stuff like that? That's the narrative we're going to hear a lot. But I think Jaylen Brown deserves his flowers for the shit like he also went through.
I'm not saying he's a bum. I'm not saying he's a scrub.
I'm pretty sure you did call him a bum last year.
I'm just not saying he deserved what he got. And I can't count another man's pockets because you just can't. Like, if they feel like he deserved that money and they're going to pay him that money, that's kudos to the Boston Celtics. I'm just saying, if I was in that position and I was in that GM seat, I'm not giving him that much money.
Sometimes you just have to overpay to keep a player, bro. That's all it is. Sometimes you have to overpay just a little bit to keep a player.
That's a lot of bit.
Hey, but if it ends in a championship, who cares?
Hey, if it does, then hey.
Right. So how do we say about the Rams? They traded everything for fucking Matthew Stafford. They gave up like 5,000 first-round picks. They got the one championship. They're happy. That's it. They wipe their hands off clean and they're good. Right? So I'm just saying I still stand on it. I wouldn't have done it, but I'm glad it paid off for them, and hopefully it ends in a trophy, man. Like, hey, San Antonio, if you gotta overpay some players, do it so we can get another championship, bro. Fucking honking the fucking downtown.
Don't do no goofy shit like that.
Yeah, last time we overpaid somebody that didn't deserve it was Richard Jefferson. All right, Dallas Mavericks time. We know, Trey, that Kyrie has not shown up. He's 0 for 8 in 3-point shots. He's literally averaging low numbers right now. He's not. He was supposed to be overall either the 3rd or 4th best player in the series. He's more like the 8th or 9th best player right now. Trey, what are your feelings on Kyrie this series?
He's been terrible. I get it. Kyrie is cold. He's a cold-blooded killer. But, dude, like, where I first saw it is when he was dribbling, trying to make a move, and he dribbled off his own leg. I'm like, dog, that ain't Kyrie. So I don't know if it's nerves or the way they're holding it down defensively. I honestly don't know, but he needs to really step it up this next game to save face for the series, because right now he is not playing up to his normal standards.
And what about the rest of the team overall? Your guys that you asked to stand out more was PJ Washington and Derek Lively. Now, PJ Washington has been the 2nd best player for the Mavericks.
Yeah,
Derek Lively's out here averaging 2 points a game.
He's not even doing anything defensively. He got in foul trouble, game 1, I think it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a different story now. I get it. Some of those guys are monstrous, but he's been holding it down all season, and now he's gonna flake on it. He needs to fix that quick.
And I understand he's a rookie, but but a lot of times he hasn't played like a rookie this year. He's been a big factor in the playoffs. He was sorely missed when he was hurt during the playoffs with his neck injury. And when he came back, you saw the impact of like how it was when he was back on the court. Alex, how are you feeling about Dallas? Obviously, we think Luka's probably the best player on court both sides, maybe, but he needs help, and he's not, and he's also lackluster on the defensive side, like you mentioned earlier. He's letting these guys blow by him easily in the zone.
Yeah, it hasn't been great.
Yeah, I
Luka's
think.
might hold it down.
Yeah, I mean they're like a lot of these games are like to me, one possession or by game two I think was probably the closest one that we've had, but it's more defensively with Dallas honestly than anything, and I think you need to start having Luka bring the ball up the court more than Kyrie, because you can shake the offense up maybe a lot quicker than having Kyrie start the offense for them, because you have Drew Holiday picking up 90 feet and he's already taking up 8 to 10 seconds off the clock before they even start setting up their action. So I think it's just more adjusting. I think we'll see it in game 3. I do think Dallas might are going to come out firing, and I have them winning game 3. So yeah, we'll see.
James, a lot of the reason why Dallas was in it was because Porzingis went out after 23 minutes of play, and the fact that Boston had a bad shooting night. A lot of people are talking about that. They really shot poorly compared to game 1 to game 2. I think they made a significantly less 3-point shots than they did in game 1, and it hurt them bad. It made the game a lot closer than it was. But to be honest, at the same time too, I never felt like Dallas was that much of a threat. I know there was that controversial possibly push-off block at the end on PJ Washington. But, I mean, what do you think, man? What can Dallas do to turn it around?
To me, I think they need to figure out a way to get the ball out of Luka and Kyrie's hands. Probably allow somebody else to bring it up the court so the offense runs a little bit more fluid. Try something that the Warriors do with Steph and Clay, like those pin downs. Just to kind of keep the offense moving, because like Alex said, bro, like Jaylen Brown picking up 94 feet, Drew Holiday picking up 94 feet, they're past, bro. Like, they're hounding. And the one thing about Luka is he's had significant size on everybody else that was guarding him. Now you got somebody that's a little bit lengthier, taller than you, a little bit just as strong as you, that's going to push back. And, you know what I'm saying, you're kind of like, that's a lot of effort to come in, and you're still dropping 30, 11, and 11. So, I mean, it's not like he's having a bad game. It's just that he needs help. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course, I mean, like, Kyrie's supposed to be the X factor, bro. You've been here before. Like, you got to lead by example. It ain't time to have, like, and that's my thing. When your shot's not falling, bro, you have to wake up somewhere else in the game. Get somebody else going. Play defense. Like, fuck it. Like, it's not working. Hey, try something else. Like, you just have to. Because now you can't be lacking in multiple areas. Like, if you can't get your shot off, get somebody else shot going. If you can't figure out, you got to see something. And so, like, Luka just needs that help. I agree with Alex. They're going to play better when they get at home. They're going to have home court advantage. They're going to have some of the fouls go their way. So I expect them to win this third game too. But if Boston comes in and shots are falling, man, it can get scary real quick. It can get scary very quick. So
since Kyrie's departure from Boston, he has yet to beat Boston in a game. And that's his time with Brooklyn. That's now his time with Dallas. Yeah, I think it's 0 for 12, 0 for 13, whatever it is.
I think it's 0 for 12. I saw it.
It's not looking good, and we really need him to wake up to really make this a competitive series.
Yeah,
I've been asking someone challenge Boston, someone really make them work it, and no one yet stepped up. Yeah. Luka's playing hurt, but the motherfucker's still out there putting up 31 points a game.
Yeah, and the thing about it is, I just feel like it's going to be some adjustment made. Like, one thing Dallas can't do is they can't go up and then let Boston back in. That's what they can't do. Because once you take that, because the difference between the regular season and the playoffs is possessional. Like, in one exciting moment, one 3-ball, one defensive play, one charge, anything like that can swing the whole momentum of the game. And you playing at home, and you have momentum, and then somebody sucks the life out of the arena, Dog, that's a different. This is a different atmosphere. A lot of these kids ain't played in that. Luka's been doing it for a while because he's playing overseas. Kyrie's played in the big game, but everybody else can't. You can't say the same for him. So that experience and that awareness and that lack thereof, once that kicks in, bro, it's just like, man, you make that one wrong pass, you oversell it, you miss a shot, you airball or something like that, bro, and then there you go. Boston's up 3-0. And then 4, they can lose 4 because they probably want to go back home. Close it out on their home floor. So
we'll see what happens.
It's a big game, bro. This is a big game 3.
Tomorrow is a must-win for Dallas. Obviously, no team in the NBA has ever come back 0-3, so it's a must-win for Dallas. Trey, let me ask you this before we go into the next topic. Is Milwaukee regretting their decision to trade away Jrue Holiday?
Hell yeah.
I saw that one thing y'all sent about all the trades and stuff. Hell yeah, they are. Jrue Holiday was a dog, and I don't know why they ever got rid of that dude, man. He was a fucking dog.
Damian Lillard, that's why, bro.
Okay. Nah, Dame's cold, don't get me wrong. But Drew's that dog, bro. Jrue is a dog. He may not always
be. Those two could have played together. Oh my god!
Could you imagine him, Dame, and Giannis? Oh my god! But like honestly though, like Jrue, he's always. I'm trying to think how to word this. He's not always the best offensively, but he's always been a dog on defense.
He's been underrated his whole career.
Yeah, so career. I'm very happy with the decision. Obviously, I think
New Orleans. Like, I don't understand how the people just let him go so easily, bro.
Not a clue. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I think when Holiday was traded away from New Orleans is when Anthony Davis was leaving too. So it wasn't just that because they wanted to get rid of him; they had to reset completely. I think that was Pelicans' mentality. But I don't know, man. I mean, I think with Dame, just to talk about the Bucks just for a little bit, I think he let much things going on in his personal life affect his game on the court. Yeah. And then with Giannis, he just wasn't healthy again for the postseason. Giannis literally the last 2 years has had Lamar Jackson syndrome. He went back-to-back years not playing the playoffs. Like, am I wrong, James? I mean, it kind of is, right? And maybe next year when we do the top 10 picks for the NBA players, Giannis number 21. I don't know.
No, bro. No, bro. Giannis is still top 5.
Don't ask Jeff about that. He's gonna take him out the top 10. I promise you that. I know Jeff. He's gonna take him out the top 10 now.
Bro, we know what Jeff is about. Jeff is about complete stupidity. We're not.
Why you gotta talk about my boy like that, dog?
Bro, that's my boy too. But some of his takes be outrageous. All right. We don't agree with that.
So just to keep y'all updated on who's the favorites for Finals MVP right now, Tatum is still the favorite at plus 115.
Hell no.
Brown is second at 160. Jrue Holiday for Alex is plus 650. And he's tied with Luka for that. Derek White and Kyrie are both plus 6,600. So if you think Derek White has a shot, guys, put it in $5. You'll get some money from that.
I don't understand how he is still a favorite. Like, that doesn't make no fucking sense, dog.
Steven hops in the comments and he says, I say Jaylen Brown because he's more consistent. I agree, but the odds everywhere have been still say Tatum. And I think just because they think there's more games going to happen and, he might change the course. But no, I agree. Jaylen Brown is my favorite. I know for Alex it's Jrue Holiday. And I don't disagree for people who believe Jrue Holiday. I think Jrue Holiday, like y'all mentioned, has been balling, so.
Yeah. Shout out my boy Steven, man. What up, Steven?
Hey, yo.
I don't think you know that, Steven.
I think he does.
John's brother.
Dang, you burst you, Trey.
Goofy. No, he's bullshit. But yeah, no, like I really, it should be Jaylen Brown right now, hands down. But like, without a long shot, I believe Jrue Holiday could easily squeak in there. You know what I'm saying? If things were to just swing, you know what I'm saying? But right now, Jaylen Brown, hands down, should be it.
So Steven says, what up, mean? And then he says, really, Trey?
Oh, man.
It's all right. James, you know everybody. We know that. You mean you might not remember them. You saw them at a Super Bowl party while Trey's like all plastered and sad, but you've met everybody. In the
I
world.
can't believe I don't remember, bro. I just remember Trey being completely upset, and that was demoralizing. The game was over.
First off, put one of y'all teams in a Super Bowl and let their ass get spanked. Y'all wouldn't sit there like that. Come on, man.
Bro. I had a Super Bowl party where I saw the Patriots fumble the bag.
You handled it better than me because I would have kicked everybody out. The party would have been over.
It was Christy's house. It wasn't mine, so I couldn't do all that.
You still could have.
Hey,
I could have left if I wanted to.
Y'all go.
All right,
so now emergency.
So now what we're gonna do, guys? We're gonna do the NBA, the 2019 NBA redraft. So Trey's going first. I'm going second. I'm spinning the wheel right now as we speak. And then James is going third, and Alex is going fourth. Are y'all ready for this? Is Alex even here?
Yeah.
Am I even here?
Yeah, I was on the phone real quick.
All right. I know. We saw Trey on the phone earlier too.
Yeah, I know. Work stuff. I'm still dealing with work stuff.
Hey man, that's what happens to the head honcho now.
So
all right.
Hey, life's good. Money's good. Hey.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
All right, fellas. So Trey, you were up first.
Hold
I think that's Alex's house. I think that's his bird.
You got bird?
You can hear them. They're all in the hallway.
Yeah,
dogs. Yeah, we can hear them all, bro.
Actually.
Oh my God.
I heard all the animals, bro. The zoo came into town. Zootopia. That's his house.
I have birds and I have dogs.
Oh, that's what's up.
I have parakeets.
Oh, okay.
In a bald eagle.
Shut the fuck
up.
He's got a boa constrictor as well.
Damn.
Shit.
He's got it all.
One thing I won't get is a fucking snake. Fuck that.
No, you won't. Bro, I'm like begging Sam to let me get one, but she's like, no, we have a daughter.
Yes, what's wrong with you?
No, because I promise you, I have a strong passion for snakes. Like I love the Burmese python. Like
I'll kill every snake I see, bro.
Me too.
I will kill every snake.
I want either there's this like
James, you have a daughter. Shut up.
Bro,
no snake for you.
Yeah,
right.
No snakes for me, dog.
All right, everyone ready? Trey, you ready?
Yeah.
Nope.
You're going first, brother. So again, we're doing the 2019 NBA redraft. Trigger Trey Parker goes first again.
All right. With the first pick, the Pelicans took Zion Fatboy Williamson.
Whoa.
I am going to select Mr. No Gun Ja Morant.
Glock Morant.
No, I told you no gun. This was pre-gun Morant. This was
so disrespectful.
Why? Because he's a dumbass with a gun? Come on now, bro. Hey, a fat boy can call another person fat. That's in the rules.
Fat on fat crime, James.
Exactly. Hey, that ain't the only crime right here. You know what I'm saying? James, sorry.
I can't.
Woo.
I can't take this man anywhere. All right.
So,
originally, I might. Originally, the Memphis Grizzlies selected Ja Morant with the second overall pick. I'm just gonna flip it with Trey. They are gonna select Zion Williamson.
This draft was kind of. I mean, there's some good ones, but it's kind of boo boo.
Yeah, this draft.
There's a couple decent ones, I guess.
Don't hate. We might see some names right now that you weren't thinking of. James, you're up.
Yeah, this draft is.
It's not that. I mean, it's okay. It has some people in it, but it's not that great.
It's really
For real.
That was,
like I was scrolling through, and I was like,
y'all ended the draft right there. That was exciting.
No shit. Like, there's a couple different ones that are okay.
We're gonna have some Jack in the Box commercials while the rest of the draft is going on.
Yeah. Okay, so with the third pick of the 2019 draft, who selected? The New York Knicks selected R.J. Barrett. I'm gonna take Darius Garland.
Potential future Spur or future Pelican, depending who you ask.
Bro, if he comes to the Spurs, I'm I'm gonna be over the moon, dog.
He could be a future Pelican. He could be Zion's teammate. All right, Alex, you got back-to-back picks.
Boy, Canada was loaded, bro. They had a lot of talent coming in there.
So the Lakers, this is 2019. So the Lakers are pretty much. I'm not gonna send. Man, I don't want to send Kobe White there because it's a shit show.
So, never mind. Go ahead.
So the Lakers select DeAndre Hunter. They're a shit show. Oh, but they won the championship the next year, right?
They also traded this pick. Pick away. To be fair.
Yeah.
So it goes to Atlanta. If that makes you feel better, it goes to Atlanta.
Yeah. I'm getting Cam Reddish.
That's who he eventually ended up in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up. No. The same shit that happened with Trae Young last week or 2 weeks ago. You can't do that because he went to Atlanta. So same rules apply, motherfucker. So
hey, but why you looking at me like that? Cam Reddish is a fucking baller in high school, dude. I mean, in college.
In college.
Yeah, but yeah, this is the.
We're redrafting. We're redrafting from what they've done since, bro. Not what they did then.
I'll get Tyler Hero.
All right.
And then the Cleveland Cavaliers selected Darius Garland. I'm putting Kobe White there.
I knew you were finna say that, boy. You
He's like, Chicago develops them well, but they do better elsewhere.
Dude, Kobe White's been he's been cold. Like, really
he has been balling.
All right, James, your pick.
All right, with the 6th pick, Phoenix took Jared Culver. I'm going to take Rui Hachimura from Japan. Hey man, don't make that face. Ain't much out here. It's slim pickings, all right.
It's slim pickings. Oh man! All right, so let's see. Originally, the Washington Wizards selected Rui Hachimura. No, wait, that's not right. Am I right? No, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
No,
you're right.
Yeah.
Am I 9?
Yes.
No, you're not 9.
No, I'm not 7. I'm 7.
Yeah.
Originally, Kobe White was drafted by the Chicago Bulls. There you go, Chicago Bulls. And instead of that, I'm going to give them, I'm going to give them a guy that's been balling out right now. And then they might need a big that they don't want Nikola Vucevic. So we're going to draft Naz Reid with the 7th overall pick.
Where the fuck was he at?
Undrafted motherfuckers.
Oh, you cheating, bro. Bro, he would have went like top 5.
Look at the names on the undrafted list, bro. There's a little bit of names, but there's some names down there that's just like, okay. So that's why I wanted it. Alex, how do you feel about that? Was Naz Reid have been a good spot for you instead of Nikola Vucevic?
Yeah, because that motherfucker can play defense.
All right. Go ahead, Trey. You got the 8th overall pick.
Yeah, I'm looking now.
And 9th.
I really just want to do some stupid shit, but now I'm not going to be that guy.
Be that guy.
Nah. I'm going to – so I'm what am I, 8, right? The
Yeah.
Hawks? Okay. Hawks originally drafted Jackson Hayes, officially traded to the Pelicans. I'm going to take Mr. Kevin Porter Jr.
He's not even in the league no more.
He's with the Rockets, I thought, no?
No, he beat a woman up, and so he's out the league now.
Oh, okay. So I got I forgot about him. Never mind. But it's all good. He was still cold.
Cold
And
hands.
then with the 9th pick, the Wizards.
I'm sorry.
With the 9th pick, the Wizards drafted Rui Hachimura. I'm gonna take God. There really aren't a lot of.
Hold on, Trey. Shut up, James. Your left is gonna be the backer of the whole TikTok video. I can't.
I'm gonna
stand
take
you.
Keldon Johnson.
Repeat it for me.
Sorry. The whole thing.
Yes, please.
Okay, the Wizards with the 9th pick draft Rui Hachimura, but they're gonna actually draft Keldon Johnson.
Okay. All right. With the 10th pick, apparently Atlanta had 2, 3 fucking top 10 picks this year. They originally drafted Cam Reddish. Instead of that, I'll get them the better player from the team, and that was RJ Barrett.
I'm tripping, bro. Oh, I'm gonna come back and get him. Okay, with the 11th pick, the Phoenix Suns, by way of Minnesota Timberwolves trade, take Cameron Johnson. I'm gonna take Matisse Thybulle, small forward, from down under.
My pace. Averaging that solid 4.8 games a game right now.
Hey,
Wait, who do I got?
my boy play defense though.
You're gonna pick right now for the Charlotte Hornets at 12 and the Miami Heat at 13.
Damn. Okay. So the Hornets drafted PJ Washington, who he got like that famous like IG model pregnant, right? And that's why his career went down south over there.
Or smacking the buns.
Yeah, he fucked up.
At least that's all he was thinking.
We're gonna put Jordan Poole for the Hornets. And the Heat, gonna draft Luke Dort.
You bitch.
Yep, that was the other name I saw that was undrafted. That was like, I like that. Go ahead, James. You got up
With the
next.
14th pick, damn, Philadelphia by way of trade or whatever from Sacramento for Boston. They took Romeo Langford. I'm gonna take Cameron Johnson.
Cool. All right. So originally, with the 15th overall pick, Detroit Pistons selected Sekou Doumbouya. Okay. All right. I will go ahead because Detroit still stinks to this day. Things have not changed since then. I will go ahead and take. Where's that name? Nick Claxton.
That's not a bad.
All right, Trey, you got the last pick. Yeah, have fun with that name.
With the 16th pick, the Magic draft Chuma Okeke. I think that's how you say it.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'm gonna take Mr. Max Strus. Give him a tutor for Pablo.
Bro, nobody picked fucking Bobo.
I was actually gonna take Bobo.
I was gonna pick him, bro.
I was gonna take Bobo, but
Bro, imagine if they really fucking let that guy play. Honestly,
there's so much like
I
I wanted
think
to
it's working out
with.
I wanted to draft. I want to draft all these bad people. It's fun.
He's working out with KD and Chet right now.
Yeah, he is. Bobo, KD, and Chet are all working out together.
But I heard he's just a fucking lazy. Like
He's lazy
just
bum.
really, yeah, he's just lazy.
Which is crazy.
You, bro, the
Potentially
thing
be
that gets
amazing.
these kids is they play on these high school teams with a bunch of nothing. They look great.
And they ball out.
They ball out. They get to a certain level. They do a little bit more than what they need to, and then the work ethic just isn't there, bro. Like,
Hey man, it is what it is, right? So we'll see what happens with those guys. But hey, that was fun. That's all I got for tonight. Was there anything else coming up for y'all sports wise, or anything you want to share before we close out?
Hey man, shout out for Christian McCaffrey, dog. Gracing the cover of Madden.
That's pretty cool.
Come true for my boy. That's dope.
You can't win a Super Bowl, but you can win the freaking cover. I love
Ed
it.
McCaffrey must be proud, dog. That boy,
when was the last white running back on the Madden cover? Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis.
No, that motherfucker was cold, dude.
That dude.
He actually was low key cold.
I think he was just low key sick not too long ago too. I remember somebody had posted it on Twitter. I think he wasn't doing good. Like something happened. I don't know, but I know he's better now.
Oh yeah. Something about I think his kids like were drowning or something.
Something like that. I don't know what happened.
Oh, was that him that saved his kid from drowning or something like that?
Yeah. He was and ended up messing him up. But that's cool.
Yeah, I couldn't remember who that was.
R.I.P. to Joey Chestnut's winning streak. We know he got banned.
That's crazy, bro. He got banned from the Joey Chestnut, the hot dog eating champion.
Because he went what? Is he vegan?
Yeah, well, no, he's backing a brand that's vegan. Yeah, he signed a deal, so he's not allowed to do the hot dog challenge no more.
Damn.
Yeah.
So money over.
Money over
glizzies. I was like, you're.
I wasn't
vegan?
gonna say that
for all the glizzies you've been swallowing. I'm pretty surprised you're vegan.
Touche, bro. He's got a lot of meat in his mouth, eh?
You think he's sponsored by Dwight Howard?
Yo, wow, bro. 58 days, fellas. 58 days.
Bro, I can't wait. The fucking Bears are on Hard Knocks. That's fucking badass.
Hey,
that is pretty cool.
Y'all got all 3 primetime games for preseason too.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no. Fucking Caleb's only gonna play one game.
Who else do you want?
Caleb, I don't know why do they put him on primetime though? Caleb's only gonna play like one fucking quarter.
You want to see Bo Nix?
No.
Because
kind of. Actually, dude, I saw a highlight today. Now, mind you, it's training camp. It's no defense, whatever. But he threw a fucking bomb to Franklin in the end zone. That shit was gorgeous.
So, Jose, remember I sent that article where Caleb was struggling against the first team?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's been improving.
Of course.
Brisker's been pretty impressed of him, and a lot of media people are saying too.
Isn't that what you want, though, right? Don't you want these rookie quarterbacks to like really be tested by strong defenses?
Hell yeah.
But
I mean, Drake May's gonna get that. Drake May's gonna get that.
There was one where Keenan Allen was running a 9 route by himself with nobody there, and he literally slowed down to get the ball.
Did you hear that audio?
Yeah, he was just fucking shaking his head.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that or no?
Yeah, he got fucking mad.
Yeah, threw him rowdy. Like Keenan Allen had to slow down, and he caught the ball and he goes, "Hell no." I was like, "Oh shit."
Hey man, when you got Philip Gunslinger Rivers for half your career,
and then Herbert's got a decent arm too. Yeah,
you don't want to see that shit. That's one thing.
So I'm glad y'all.
But they said it on. I don't know what show that was that I be watching with. I forgot what it's called, bro. I haven't watched it in a minute.
Get up, or whatever.
I was like, get out, damn, bro.
I know you're not watching Undisputed. No one.
No, it's not. But basically, they're on YouTube. Raw Room. They were talking about that because somebody had posted like that one. I think it was like a couple of clips where Alex was talking about it, where they said he was underperforming in practice. But he was like, "Dog, when you're the top guy and you coming in, they supposed to get on your ass like that."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were fucking him up.
The defense is supposed to help. And you're supposed to go back and forth. Like the defense is supposed to get you one week.
Out of bad habits.
You're supposed to get them next week, and that's what they want to see you improve. Because you're not going to win the locker room if you're out there just fucking up. So they'll be like, "What we got this guy in here for?" Like, let's go on to the next. Give Buddy a try. So, that's what I would want to see out of my quarterback. Like, I mean, I heard McCarthy was talking about Dak today. He was, well, not today, but like a couple of days ago, saying he was improving and looking great. So they even said the same thing about Trey Lance. Like they was impressed with Trey Lance. So
I mentioned to y'all a few days ago. I don't know, James, if you saw the text message. Depending if everything goes well for next week, we might have a trivia night debate against another podcast.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be today.
All football. No, it's schedule conflict. They couldn't do today. So maybe next week, maybe next episode.
Who is it?
It's my buddy Joe from the People's Debate. So I worked with him with the USPS at a different station. So they have their own podcast. They plug us, and they hit up every Wednesday on Facebook. Through Milton is the head guy. He's through his channel, but they specifically do football, at least from what I've seen the last few weeks. So I wanted to do a football trivia thing for y'all next week. How y'all feel?
I don't know, man. You can't put me under fire like that.
Come on, James. I got a rep.
Just write Tom Brady's back right here. You guys be fucking set.
All right, fuck it.
That's all I needed to hear, Coach. I'm in.
Coach tell McCoy coming through.
Guys, if you lose, you're suspended without pay. No, I'm kidding.
No, well, what are they gonna be though? Like, who's gonna be asking the questions? Because
I am.
They be asking. Okay.
I am.
Tell them what do you do against cover 2, this and that. Yeah, right. They're not gonna.
You really want to put James and Trey through that shit?
Oh, I know defenses. Where do
you throw the ball against like this and that man coverage? What are the best routes to, bro? We'll cook them. But if we do like strictly like team questions and shit like that, we'll still do it.
NFL trivia way. NFL trivia.
No, it's football trivia. Football trivia. You need to know your fucking knowledge.
I break defense down. Shit.
Okay, Alex, you weren't here for the last trivia night we had, so I don't know. Like, I think you would have killed it that night. And that was all sports. It wasn't just football. Well, I want to see what you do with them. I don't know who it's going to be. I know Milton and Joe most likely. I don't know who the third. Might be a fourth. If they have a fourth, we can get Jeff involved. We know Jeff would love to serve some shit with some crazy-ass answers. I'm going to ask who's the best quarterback in the world. He's going to say, Aaron Rodgers.
He's our Kwani Brown on my team.
Oh.
No. Hey, Jeff would be good, though, because, like, he knows, like, obviously you guys are a little bit older than me, so you guys would know more.
Who's the oldest on here? Trey, Jeff, or James?
Me.
James.
Okay. So, you beat him by like what, a month or two?
I don't know, actually.
I'll be 37 next month.
No.
Yeah, I'll be 36 this month. So a year.
Time to get your AARP.
God damn.
Damn.
I know what I'm getting James for his birthday, a Walker.
Damn. No, that's still one of my favorite clips to this day.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart. Damn.
So funny.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
You know what other one is funny what he did with that show? He was talking like him and Dr. Dre were talking. And I guess Dr. Dre used one of Stevie Wonder's samples. And so he was like, Stevie Wonder had called him like bitching him out and shit. Nah, it was fucking funny the way Dr. Dre tells the story. It was hilarious, bro. You should go watch that shit. You'll laugh. Oh, he had some wide open. He's not gonna do that.
Bro, my TikTok's been filling me up with fucking Kevin Hart and fucking Kyson that shit. They're like the last
the Kevin Hart, Kyson that and Drewski.
Yes.
Did you tell they call LeBron and was like, hey man, we're going to the game when you play.
Kai's annoying to me.
He's like, this would never be my best friend.
I don't like Kai. He's annoying.
Why?
He's annoying as shit.
No, some of the he's
Drewski's funny.
He sells himself. That's what he does, bro. Like the shit he does don't be that crazy, but he just makes it like uber like next level. I respect
He's loud.
He's
loud.
Yeah, he's loud.
I don't like him.
That's his hustle, man. He's kind of like he reminds me of like Bam, bro. When they used to have a house and shit, and they used to like, just fuck shit up for no reason.
Hey, it could be worse, bro. He could be Logan Paul filming dead people in Japan. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not bad. I don't think like what he's doing is bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like he's not everybody's cup of tea. He's really not mine either.
No.
I just tune in.
I don't like
sometimes when.
I just know he's filling up my TikTok feed for some reason. I'm just like, come on, give me sports. That's what I'm here for.
I just be looking at he pops up on my all the time on my Twitch. So
we used to stream on Twitch. Didn't work out. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for tonight. If there's anything more tonight, I'm good. I know we're all tired, old ass men, fucking working in the heat out here or working far from home, whatever the shit it is. We all tired husbands. That's all we know. But guys, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Please spread the word. It would help us out tremendously.
Reddit.
So, guys, for Trigger J. Parker, for Humble James, the Professor Alex de la Cruz, I am Jose Garza. We are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are out. Football talk starts in July, guys.